The world of artificial intelligence is entering uncharted territory. Every headline screams about breakthroughs that feel almost unreal. But behind the noise, one company is rewriting the rules. A company bold enough to challenge even the biggest names. This is not just another tech update. It's the story of a sudden disruption. A silent storm that could shift global power. And it begins with a model called R2. Imagine an AI so efficient it breaks tradition. Not slightly cheaper, but dozens of times cheaper. Not marginally faster, but massively more optimized. This isn't evolution, it's a revolution in progress. The company driving this revolution is DeepSeek. You might not recognize the name instantly, but very soon, everyone will be talking about it. Because DeepSeek is not playing by old rules. When their earlier model, R1, appeared, the industry froze. It didn't just compete, it shocked every major competitor. Analysts claimed its performance was far too cost-effective. And whispers grew louder. How could they manage this? Google openly dismissed their claims as overhyped exaggerations. OpenAI suspected some clever shortcuts or borrowed techniques. Yet, in spite of doubt, results spoke for themselves. Tech giants like Microsoft and Amazon quietly integrated R1. This was the first tremor before the earthquake. And now, with R2, the stakes are higher. The release date is still cloaked in secrecy. But insiders suggest it's arriving sooner than anyone expected. Why rush the launch? Strategy explains everything. OpenAI's next upgrades are still months away. If DeepSeek launches R2 before them, momentum shifts. Suddenly, the challenger becomes the market's main disruptor. But cost is the real weapon here. DeepSeek's models are 20 to 40 times cheaper. That's not a small advantage. It's industry-shaking leverage. From startups to massive corporations, everyone is paying attention. Unlike typical corporate titans, he avoids the spotlight. Instead, he builds quietly, paying employees top salaries. Some of his scientists earn more than Wall Street. He treats his company more like a research sanctuary. Flat hierarchies, 8-hour days, and collaborative culture prevail. It's nothing like the grind of Chinese tech giants. And long before R1 shocked the world, he poured billions into building colossal supercomputing clusters. Thousands of NVIDIA chips, purchased before export bans, gave his labs the firepower to innovate freely. It was preparation meeting opportunity, and it might explain why DeepSeek moved so quickly. The world thought AI belonged to Silicon Valley. Now, a challenger from across the ocean rises, and its message is clear. Efficiency conquers all. But what exactly makes R2 so different? And why are rivals watching with growing unease? The answers may rewrite how we see intelligence itself. The countdown to R2 is ticking silently. Every rumor, every leak, adds fuel to speculation. Because this model isn't just a minor upgrade, it's designed to strike where others are weakest. First, there's language mastery beyond English boundaries. Most advanced AI models thrive in English contexts, but real global dominance requires breaking language barriers. DeepSeek promises powerful reasoning in multiple world languages. This shift is more than just translation. It's the difference between limited usage and universal reach. Think of regions ignored by mainstream AI tools. Suddenly, those markets become empowered by affordable intelligence. Second, R2 is built for smarter coding capabilities, not just writing snippets, but reasoning through complex logic. It can analyze problems like a skilled developer. The potential for automation here is staggering. Entire industries depend on expensive software engineering manpower. What happens when AI slashes those costs dramatically? Startups once limited by resources could now compete, and corporations could restructure entire teams overnight. But the story doesn't end there, because efficiency remains the sharpest weapon in DeepSeek's arsenal. Analysts estimate the cost difference at jaw-dropping levels. Rivals like OpenAI can't simply ignore such disruption. Picture a scenario. Two companies need large-scale AI. One pays OpenAI's premium rates for access. The other integrates DeepSeek for a fraction. Which business scales faster? The answer is obvious. That's why corporations are already shifting strategies quietly. From cloud platforms to enterprise software providers, partnerships form. Big names won't announce loudly, but they're testing waters. No one wants to miss this efficiency wave. Still, every innovation carries shadows alongside promises. Western governments are increasingly worried about persuasion risks. AI systems capable of reasoning deeply can also manipulate. And DeepSeek's affordability raises the scale of exposure. Imagine AI-powered disinformation campaigns at low cost, or social engineering tools reaching millions effortlessly. The fear isn't unfounded. It's a genuine security risk. That's why bans and restrictions are already appearing. Yet, history teaches us one crucial truth. Once a tool proves too powerful to ignore, restrictions rarely hold back adoption for long. Demand finds a way, no matter the obstacles. Meanwhile, other tech giants are making bold moves. Alibaba, for example, unveiled a groundbreaking video model. It outperformed competitors on benchmarks once thought unbeatable. From text to video to realistic physics simulations, it delivers. The secret lies in novel architectural choices, a 3D causal VAE with clever caching tricks, a diffusion transformer framework fine-tuned for unmatched speed, and training on billions of videos and images. What does that mean for the average person? Soon, anyone could generate professional-grade video instantly. Movies, ads, or social content, all automated on demand. That's not just evolution, it's industry-wide transformation. And while Alibaba surges ahead in video, DeepSeek focuses on reasoning, efficiency, and coding power. Each company pushes into different battlefronts of AI, but together they tighten pressure on Western competitors. OpenAI is feeling this heat already. They've expanded their research tools to paying users. Their deep research model creates long, resource-heavy reports. It takes time but produces thorough insights. At the same time, they're experimenting cautiously. Their recent white paper revealed fears about persuasion dangers. They tested whether AI could manipulate behaviors directly. The results were unsettling, even for seasoned experts. In some cases, the system tricked others successfully. It persuaded models to hand over hidden codes, or convinced them to pay resources unnecessarily. That kind of influence raises serious ethical alarms. So while OpenAI races to expand carefully, DeepSeek rushes forward with aggressive efficiency strategies. Two very different philosophies now collide in real time. One prioritizes caution, the other prioritizes disruption. Which path will shape the future of intelligence? Will safety frameworks slow Western progress too much? Or will efficiency-first challengers seize control of markets? That question looms larger with every passing headline. Because in the end, this isn't about features. It's about who controls the next wave of power. And AI has already proven it's no longer optional. The battlefield of artificial intelligence is no longer hidden. It's a public showdown with massive stakes at play. And DeepSeek's R2 is the spark igniting everything. But the story carries one more twist. Because innovation isn't unfolding in isolation anymore. It's colliding with politics, economics, and global rivalry. When a model costs 40 times less, entire economies start rethinking their competitive strategies. It's not just about cheaper software subscriptions anymore. It's about national advantage in the intelligence race. For China, DeepSeek is more than a startup. It's a symbol of technological independence and power, a way to prove dominance without Western approval. And Beijing is quietly nurturing that potential every step. Municipal governments are adopting it with enthusiasm. Energy companies integrate it into daily operations. Telecom giants, hardware firms, and universities are aligned. Every new deployment strengthens DeepSeek's hold on the future. Contrast that with the Western climate of suspicion. Privacy concerns drive bans in certain countries. Security experts warn of manipulation through hyper-personalized messaging. Lawmakers debate whether these systems should be controlled. But while debates stretch on in conference halls, DeepSeek keeps rolling updates and expanding market share. Time, in this race, is the ultimate weapon. And right now, the challenger is sprinting ahead. Meanwhile, OpenAI unveils another feature for consumers. Their advanced voice mode is reaching free users. This shift feels friendly, interactive, even futuristic. But beneath it lies a defensive strategy unfolding. By broadening access, they hope to maintain loyalty. By showcasing voice interactions, they spark new excitement. Yet even these moves reveal a hidden tension. OpenAI must balance scale with mounting operational costs. That's the weakness DeepSeek has targeted directly. While others bleed money maintaining enormous clusters, so I'm supposed to have my life together and clear skin? Yeah, that's not happening. But here's how I fake it in 3 steps. Step 1. Start with clean skin and a thin layer. We are hydrating, not marinating a steak. Step 2. Let it absorb for 30 seconds. Perfect time for overthinking all your life choices. Final step. Massage it in like you actually care about your skin. Boom! Instant glow. No effort required. Y'all see this? Use code SEAV20 for a nice discount or keep struggling. Your choice. DeepSeek's methods squeeze value from every single chip. It's the classic tale of efficiency versus brute force, and efficiency, throughout history, often decides the victor. But the rivalry doesn't stop at corporations. Apple has entered quietly into the AI storm. Rumors swirl about a partnership with OpenAI. The goal? Seamless voice interactions across Apple devices. Imagine Siri infused with powerful reasoning engines. An AI assistant that feels less robotic, more human. This alliance could give Western tech fresh momentum. But even Apple faces the same pressure point: cost. Because as long as DeepSeek's prices remain unbeatable, loyalty alone won't stop enterprises from defecting. Pragmatism always wins when money is involved, and global corporations will chase efficiency every time. So what happens next? Does DeepSeek overthrow Silicon Valley supremacy? Or do Western giants adapt fast enough? The answer is still unwritten, but inevitable. DeepSeek's methods squeeze value from every single chip. It's the classic tale of efficiency versus brute force. And efficiency, throughout history, often decides the victor. But the rivalry doesn't stop at corporations. Apple has entered quietly into the AI storm. Rumors swirl about a partnership with OpenAI. The goal? Seamless voice interactions across Apple devices. Imagine Siri infused with powerful reasoning engines. An AI assistant that feels less robotic, more human. This alliance could give Western tech fresh momentum. But even Apple faces the same pressure point: cost. Because as long as DeepSeek's prices remain unbeatable, loyalty alone won't stop enterprises from defecting. Pragmatism always wins when money is involved, and global corporations will chase efficiency every time. So what happens next? Does DeepSeek overthrow Silicon Valley supremacy? Or do Western giants adapt fast enough? The answer is still unwritten, but inevitable.